Well, sad to report today that the Blaze has had layoffs. Now, a little bit of schadenfreude here, I have to be honest. And I'm going to show you some of the predictions I made about this. But of course, as the actual human beings, most of whom are total right-wingers, but not all, have been laid off. So not everybody. In a note published by Beck to the Blaze's website, the company founder said that more than 20% of the combined workforce of Mercury Radio Arts and the Blaze have been let go. Mercury Radio Arts is Glenn Beck's organization, which the Blaze is a part of. Now remember, this is the second round of massive layoffs. The Blaze made a similar move last year as they let go of an estimated 40 people in April of 2016. Now look, it's not just a ha-ha told you, although I did. All right, fine. I'll do a little told you here, a little one, to start with at least. This is me from yesterday. I had no idea this was coming, but this is what I said yesterday on an unrelated story. To be fair, it is hard out there for not only pimps, but also for conservative commentators, because if you're not on Fox News, there's the Blaze, which is a blaze. It's about to go down and it's in financial ruins. So look, the reason why it's an important story is because conservatives always yell at liberals like, please, you guys don't know how to run businesses. We're geniuses over here, we know how to run business. Not the case. Almost all of conservative media, and honestly with the exception of Fox News is actually a real business and they are very profitable. But with that notable exception, almost everything else is in deep financial trouble, does not make money, loses a ton of money, and often just propped up by right-wing billionaires. Even Rush Limbaugh, oh, legendary Rush Limbaugh. No, he gets a ton of money in quote-unquote advertisements from right-wing think tanks. That's a way of keeping him on air to do propaganda. And now Tomi Lahren just went to Fox News. That was the story yesterday. She used to be at the Blaze, and where did she stop in between? At Trump super PAC, where she was literally paid to do propaganda. Where does the Blaze end and a super PAC begin and Fox News end? You know, it seems to be one big continuum. Again, Fox News does do a decent job of actually serving their audience, understanding and running it as a business, as opposed to all these other publications. Breitbart loses a tremendous amount of money, is totally unsustainable. Almost none of their publications would be in business if they didn't have rich sugar daddies who wanted tax cuts and wanted marketing for those tax cuts and deregulation. Now, I've been pointing this out for a long time, so I can't resist one more clip here to show you that these businesses are not sustainable. And by the way, when Beck came out of the gates and said, oh yeah, I've got 300,000 subscribers right away, it was never true. He never moved the number. Years later, he still said it was 300,000. It wasn't 300,000 back then, it isn't 300,000 today. You have got to stop listening to right-wing commentators as if they're telling you things that are true. They're just doing propaganda, including for themselves. None of that stuff is verifiable, and the fact that this guy is taken seriously is unreal. So this is me a while back explaining that phenomena, and you'll see the things I got right and wrong. Watch. I know I shouldn't do this. The reason I shouldn't do this is because I love predictions. I think I have an excellent track record on predictions. When it comes to timing of predictions, that track record is not as good. All right, 18 months. I'm putting it on the clock. JR, go ahead, start the clock. There's no clock to start. 18 months before we hear, well, you see what had happened was, and then this happened, but then we didn't know, but everything was going great, but then he has an enormous staff over there. I know how much things cost, I know how much things bring in, and it doesn't add up. And so my guess is at some point within the next 18 months, they're gonna come out and be like, well, the Blaze was going great, and then this happened, and then that happened, but no, Cenk wasn't right, it was something else that happened in the meanwhile, but and we're closing up shop. I could be wrong. Well, I haven't been proven right yet, and I'm gonna do a double told you there, and then one is great irony, I will grant you. I was right that the Blaze was in massive trouble, and I was right that I would get the timing wrong. Okay, bounds of reason. Okay, but like I told you in the beginning of that clip, be wary of my timing, although my timing yesterday on that clip was pretty good. But yes, this is not the end. Unfortunately, this is the beginning of the troubles for the Blaze and 2 rounds of layoffs, but they're not nearly done yet. They've got to power down massively because they cannot, the things they had said about the amount of revenue they have and the amount of supporters they have and the amount of viewers they have was never true. They're just not that large. Help us build independent media. Become a member of the Young Turks. tytnetwork.com/join.